It is time! Ah! Ah! Hello! Twitch tried to give you a 60-minute ad. That is wild. That is fucking wild. Wow. Wow. I think the longest ad I've gotten on Twitch was like, I don't know. I've been pretty lucky with Twitch ads, but an hour is fucking wild. Anyway, hello, an average Bhutanese. Welcome in. Is it Bhutanese? Bhutanese? Welcome in. Hello. Today is the day. Final Polyjustice stream. Hello, is it Hallucigeno? I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Anyway, welcome in. We are finishing this game today, I think. Probably. We have one trial left. We have one single trial left, which, I mean, we should be able to fit in one stream, I think. Probably. The longest ad I've gotten on YouTube is none. I don't get ads. Do you have premium, or do you just not get ads? In which case, fucking lucky. I exited out. They don't know I abandoned their 1 hour ad. Bro, Twitch and ads is fucking insane. Was this one written by Shu Takumi? Because if I recall from Dual Destinies onwards, it's a different writer. Yeah, this is the last. Shu Takumi, as far as I know, wrote the first 4 games and the investigations games. Pretty sure about that. Oh, you have premium. Fair. So yeah, this game is written by him. Oop. Oh god, I'm so excited. Ah! Yes, okay, yes, he did write the Miles Edgeworth games. Nice. Twitch from being a functional app versus ads. I know my choice. I got this. I know what to do. Oh dear. Okay. Now, yeah, as I've mentioned on my Twitter, I thought I had an appointment today, but apparently I don't. I for some reason I thought today was gonna be, or today would be the 20th. But apparently it's not. So here I am, and we are doing this. God, I feel like this trial. I feel like these last couple hours are. I'm gonna be taking screenshots like crazy. I am so hyped. Oh, you don't have premium. YouTube just hates me so much that they don't show me. Listen. You call that hate? I call that being the favorite child. Okay. Now, without further ado. Turnabout. I cannot speak. Turnabout Succession. Trial Day 2. Trial Day 2. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh god, we got serious. Hi. I still don't like that face. Well, hi. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant, Vera Misham, innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. I am so ready. I am so fucking ready. Ooh. Right, jump scare. Oh, do I have to? Oh, nice. You'll finish this game today and not break your computer from screenshot overload. I have so many. I think I've taken so many screenshots of something aside me rising surf. I think I've taken so many screenshots of this of this chapter alone, or this case alone. Hey! Something important lost long ago. It's close now, so close. Who is talking? Who is speak? October 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Bro, put me in the Matrix. Okay. Vera is probably still unconscious, and we are... I don't know where we're gonna pick up from here, but... we're doing this. I think the HD sprites work a lot better for the slightly more modern Apollo Justice sprites than they did for the original. I like these new sprites. Like, I really like the HD sprites for Apollo Justice. And yeah, you're right. I think I like the HD sprites in, you know, the Phoenix Wright the Phoenix Wright trilogy too. But like in Apollo Justice, they just it looks very nice. All right. The defense is ready. Prosecution's ready to rock. Flavia, are you okay? Are you good, my dude? Prosecutor Gavin, how's the defendant, Vera Misham's condition? Acute atroquinine poisoning. I think that I still don't know how it's pronounced. I don't even think this is a real thing, but so yeah. According to her physician, she could die at any time. Oh, well, good! Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? I can't put her on trial without her being here. It is unusual. The defense is ready. The offense is ready. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. Wow. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin. The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. That is... Vera was poisoned with atroquinine, the exact same poison that took her father's life. That would be a... What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict. What do you mean if I have no objections? I live for objections. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. And then she plopped. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. Well, the prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claim to the court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned. We're just getting straight into it. I've got 2 things to prove here. Who did it, and how? Which to hit first? I feel like it would be a little hard to, like, establish a link right now as to, like... I feel like it would be a little hard to link the culprit to this immediately. So I'm gonna go for how first. Also, reminder, or well, not reminder if you're here for the first time. No backseating, no spoiling, no hinting at anything. No foreshadowing, nothing of that sort. I don't know if I'm gonna get stuck throughout this trial. But even if I do, I want to try and figure things out myself. So unless I explicitly ask for hints or, you know, an answer, do not. Please and thank you. Just remembered, Apollo Justice has that case where you have to watch a video of a concert over and over. Did they make an HD version of that as well? Funny thing is, yeah, that's case 3. The video is in HD, but the graphics are the exact same, so it's a little silly. I am... Okay, let's go through this again. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, okay, wait, so we know that. Okay. Letter from Misham. Poison traces found in the stamp. Sent from the real client. Found in crystal. Okay, we do have that. Death by trocanine poisoning. That's still okay. That should be nothing new. Okay. Let's try how first. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I'll focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham? Yeah, probably. What method was used to poison Vera Misham? Okay, wait. If this is the case, then this is literally the only thing I can think of. If this is not it, then we're gonna have to go to who after all. But I don't know, I feel like this is kind of a jump. Ghosted by remission. I'm gonna go for it anyway. If it's wrong, then we're just gonna go to how and we're just gonna fucking throw Kristoff into the mix. Oh, wait. What's this? Why, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. Haha. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing. Nothing at all. He has an idea. He knows. He already knows where this is going. So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it? As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. Nail polish. It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails? My wife has red nails. I see, so she's been painting them all this time. If you thought your wife had just naturally red nails, that would have been cause for concern. Not only concern for you, but your wife. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Yep, she was biting her nails. Yep. Oh yeah, he did say that. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails! Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Oh dear, we're already getting into it. Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once, Mr. Justice. Yes? Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish? Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham. Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking. Oh. Denial, Mr. Justice, you are about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. Oh, double penalty, okay. You realize the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you. Understood. No problem, I know what I'm doing this time. Unlike, like, every other time. Although, to be fair, Apollo has been pretty on top of it in this case. So, you know what? I can't say anything. He has been he has been on it for this case. Unlike Clavier, who's kind of just falling apart, understandably so. Then let us ask, who poisoned Vera Misham via her nail polish? Well, well, well. Obviously, it was Spark Brushel. We're going right into it. Moderator left the stream. Offensive jokes out. Listen, they might have left, but I didn't. I can still time you out and ban you, so don't risk it. What's this? Christoph Gavin. What's your game? My bro, there's no way he could do a thing like that. Clavier, sweetheart, honey. And thus the screenshots begin. You should know that better than anyone else. Yeah, I should know. I was the one who got him arrested for murder. I am selling N-word passes? No, you're not. You are not. Isn't he? Yeah, he's literally in jail for murder. This Clavier is very, very deep in denial here. Indeed. He is behind bars. Okay, well if that's the angle they're going for, I guess. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. Could have been yesterday. Could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. I feel so bad for him. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I have known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Ah! Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Wait, that's the wrong thing. And let me... Bam! Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. Okay, we're just getting right into it. Hey! Let me take a sip of my water. Your Honor, how nice to see you again. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ah, look at that smile. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Yeah. Nail polish. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet! And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Misham was poisoned. Troquinine, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier. Oh. Maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again. By him. Again. Ah. And? You agree with this accusation, do you? Oh. Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of poisoning the defendant, Vera Misham. Please testify on this matter to the court. Oh. I'm already... My brain is already working. My brain is already doing the jumpy jumps. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Look at that smug fucking grin. Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father and attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Wow, you're just laying it out for me. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention, why? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna press on everything first, as always, but I'm pretty sure I have an idea of what to present already. Oh my god, oh god, I can perceive. Oh dear god. Tell me, is this nail polish expensive? Yeah, it is nice. Like Christoph does not give much away. Like he's not very like, you know, like his expressions are rather subtle, or there are like the differences in his sprites aren't extreme, but like you can still like they do the job. They do the job at like conveying just how unsettling this man is, to say the least. That is a nail polish of the highest order. Not only is it fabulously expensive, but it is made in extremely limited quantities. And you and Vera just happen to both use it? That can't be a coincidence. I'm guessing it's not a coincidence. It's simple. That is the best nail polish one can buy, correct? Then, if one wanted the best nail polish, one would buy it. That makes sense. Why, it's a bit like my feelings toward my brand name gavel here. And my silk top hat. Are we all done showing off our refined tastes? can't you still make contact with the outside world in solitary? Oh, so you had an accomplice on the outside. Is this your latest accusation? I am allowed a certain modicum of letter writing. But the contents of those letters are closely checked. It would be extremely difficult to send a hit request. Prosecutor Gavin's on the warpath, isn't he? Yeah, it's called denial. It is called deep, desperate denial. You think so too, Trucy? Yeah, he is trying everything. I bet I know why. He must be nervous with Big Brother watching. And maybe that's a weakness I can turn to my advantage. Actually. Screenshot. Are we cool with that? May I continue? Her father died of the same pool. That is, I already read that. Sappy, welcome in. I'm late. You're not. It's fine. We're only half an hour in, barely. Most quiet chat. Well then, talk. And you know, maybe don't point that out because that's kind of rude. But you know, if it's too quiet, just fucking talk. The defendant is not dead yet. There are no known cases of someone surviving atroquinine poisoning. You seem to know a lot about atroquinine. I know a lot about a lot of things, which is why I suggest we pick up the pace. Or else you'll be short one defendant for what she's worth. The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the ill. My apologies. Shall I continue? What do you mean why lava looks like cheese? What? Lava looks like... No, I'm confused. Also, yeah, I mean, either way, like, I am focusing anyway, so. Actually, wait. I think I looked at that like probably once before, but I don't think the bracelet like reacts on its own to a... Does it? No, I don't think it does. Yeah, no, it's the same thing like all over. Okay. What did I? Father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. I think I pressed that one. Okay. Vera had no reason to want to commit suicide. And also, who would commit suicide by doing their nails? The answer is quite simple, basically. Allow me to explain, beginning with why did she do it? Oh, hold on, he's just taking... Okay, he's just taking over here. Hold on. Wait, fuck. Why'd she use, live with her own guilt? Next, why did she use nail polish to poison herself? This, too, is simple. So she could die doing something that she liked. Something that she liked? Once she saw that the trial wasn't going her way... Hold on a moment. She knew she would die. How do you know? I mean, I guess you could assume that she just likes doing her nails, but... I don't know that. I don't know. That kind of stuck out as weird to me. And it's not easy to bring poison to a courtroom. Must I explain further? I believe that's clear enough. Crystal clear. Now, the two brothers together is like a two-man wrecking team. They could use a little more teamwork, though. Bam. T-Bone, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. No way I'll die by doing what I like. Yeah, I mean, it's not an uncommon thing, but you know, it is a statement. Both Vera and Mr. Mission were poisoned with atroquinine. That is, I hate that word. That really can't be a coincidence. The defense is repeating fallacious statements based on conjecture. The prosecution requests concrete, unambiguous proof of the witness's crime. Dude, alright? That's good, that's good. Objection sustained. The defense will please present concrete proof. Does Prosecutor Gavin seem strange to you too? It's like he's all grown up. I think that's how prosecutors are supposed to be, actually. No, he is acting different than usual. I'll bet it has a lot to do with his brother, Christoph, being in the room. Well, let's make this testimony count, Apollo. Right, quick and painless. My bracelet should do the trick. Okay, I'm questioning my ex-boss. His testimony seems watertight. But he's lying. I'm sure I'll be able to see something as long as I focus. You want concrete proof? Shows concrete. I wonder how you're able to stream on both Twitch and YouTube. I'm using Restream. Restream. Basically, you get Restream, you make your account, where you make your Restream account, you connect it to both your Twitch and YouTube, and on OBS you set your streaming platform thing to Restream, and then it just does it. Okay, before we do that, I need to screenshot all this. And bam. That was actually a pun in the Columbo episode where Columbo suspects the head of a construction company of murder. Oh, that's good actually. Okay. Now let's see here. Does not a murder make? How could I poison her? That's nothing too obvious here. Could you repeat it? You make an account on Restream. Connect your YouTube and your Twitch to that account. And on OBS in the settings, you go to stream and service, and there you select Restream. And that should do it. Okay, father, which should be clear. Nothing really obvious there. Prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. I feel like this is it. Restream? Yep. Restream without the dash. Let's try it here. And I think I actually know which... Oh, oh my god, I don't like those eyes. Oh, that is unsettling. That is an unsettling... Don't look at me like that, sir. Oh dear. I don't even know if this is a statement. I think I think I know what I have to look out for if this was the one. But I'm gonna hear it again. I'm just gonna... okay, I can't see his... Maybe something with his hand? Something with his hand? Oh, whoa! Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Did I just see that? Or was that just the scar and I just... Oh, that is unsettling! Oh no, I am still using OBS. I am using OBS, but the streaming service selected in the settings. When you go to settings, then stream, then service, and you put in, like, you select Restream. I think it's like an extension or a plugin or something. I don't know. There's also like tutorials online you can look up. Just do like restream restream OBS or restream Twitch, YouTube, whatever, something like that. My neighbor's looking at me through the window. Oh dear. That is also okay, okay, yeah, no, I know what to. Okay, I thought it was gonna be his face, but no, that is unsettling. Oh, that is. Oh, I don't like that. Gotcha. What the fuck? How do you even describe? Oh dear. Now dance Facardine. Na, 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 na. God, I haven't heard that song in a while. It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. On the one hand, that's kind of a cool line, but also, literally. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. That context? Ah, then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. Well, Phoenix found it. Ooh, ooh, oh, that is an expression. Hold on, let me screenshot that. That is an expression. This is how you poisoned Mr. Misham. The motherfucking envelope. Envelope, whatever. Take that! My. And here I thought you'd come so far. Wait, is that not- wait, hold on, wait. I admire how you, lacking any confidence whatsoever, chose to barrel on. Your defense lacks even a shred of elegance. Much like Phoenix Wright come to— okay, you know what? I might have gotten like taken a step too far here. I might have jumped a step ahead here, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because still good dialogue. It's still good dialogue. I am never licking my post-ums after this game. You know what? Just to be safe. Lately I've been thinking of reviving my YouTube channel to expand my audience on Twitch. Honestly, it looked a little confusing at first, but it is it's actually pretty simple. It's taken me a little bit to get the hang of it, but it's not too hard once you get used to it, I guess. Why are you screenshotting these to use in a review or something? Just because after this game is done, I'm gonna have another stream this weekend to just talk about this game and, you know, my experience, my opinions, and I'm just taking screenshots to because I love looking at these moments and analyzing them and you know, doing some analysis, doing some interpretations, some theories and stuff. I always really love looking at games like these and you know, digging into the dialogue a little bit, seeing what I can find. because it's really interesting. It's really interesting. I am also a psychology major, so you know, that fits. But yeah, no, these screenshots are just so I can like look back at them and analyze them in a little more detail once I have finished the game, and you know, once I know more than I do now. So I can build like a proper image of these characters, you know. I'll tune in for that because I have some opinions about Ace Attorney. Good. It'll probably be mostly Apollo Justice related. Or well, it'll be Apollo Justice and the Phoenix Wright trilogy probably. I'm not gonna talk about Ace Attorney 5 and 6 yet because I haven't played those myself yet. Nor, you know, the investigations games. That explain why you love AA games in general. Yeah, no, I love Ace Attorney. I really love just story focused media in general, because I always love looking at a character and trying to like figure out what they're all about, like their motivations, their actions, their feelings, their patterns. It's really interesting, and Ace Attorney is great for that. Ace Attorney is good for that. Nor the greatest. No, I have not played the Great Ace Attorney yet. I have watched a playthrough up to like the start of the second case, but I have not played it myself yet. I'm gonna get to that after I finish Spirit of Justice. After we finish this trilogy, we're gonna go right on to the Great Ace Attorney. So for a while, this is gonna be like very. This whole channel is gonna be very Ace Attorney centered. Danganronpa is up your alley, but I think you already know. Oh yeah, I've played all the games. Well, no, I've played / watched the games. 1, 2, 3, and fucking Ultra Despair Girls. Was that what it's called? That, you know, the one that takes place between like 1 and 2, or 2 and 3. Is it after? Wait, no. Between 1 and 2. It takes place after 1, before 2, I think. Somewhere along those lines. Yeah, Despair Girls, that one, yeah. Yeah, no, Danganronpa is also really fun. Anyway. I don't like you looking at me like that, sir. Relax, Justice. I've come this far, I must know the answer. Let me just save, just in case. How did the killer get to his victim? Fine, let me get the timer. Every day I regret making this a redeem. All right, German accent for 5 minutes. You know what? Fine, it's been a while. I guess I'm gonna have to get back into it. Oh dear. You got more saves than me? Yeah, no, I am a semi-compulsive saver. Okay, German accent for 5 minutes. The timer is on now. How did the killer get to the victim when the killer was in jail? I hate this. I hate this so much. The problem is I also have to like actively remind myself to like not do the accent. God, I hate German accents. I hate the German language. It's bah. This is how you poison the stairs. It's either the stamp or this one. Stamp? Okay. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. Angie. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. A troconine was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. Well, shit. I like this accent. You do? I hate it. Maybe it's because I'm used to it. Maybe it's just because I'm like used to it. So that is all, Your Honor. Do we get a... Oh, no objection from... Order! Poison on the back of that stamp. After Drew Mission was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Mission write your letter. That's how you killed him. What? I mean, hey, technically it fit, like, if Clavier wants to talk more, I guess it fits then. You know, the accent would fit then. Wonder what it tastes like? I would guess, like, nothing, maybe? I don't know, maybe... I would assume it doesn't have a strong taste. I mean, hey, that's not too bad, Sappy. Like apart from, like, German is a difficult language, but not because German is a difficult language because there's a lot of rules. There's many rules. And if you don't get started the right way, it can be very tough to get a hang of the language. Like I know people who have lived here for like decades, and they still have some trouble. But what if it tastes like candy? I mean, I'm sure there's some poison that could be made to taste like candy, maybe? I don't know. Cyanide tastes like almond. So I think sweet and metal taste is connected with most poisons since they are heavy in chemical composition. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. My, you've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Ooh! Oh! Oh! Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. Hold on. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Russell's testimony. Oh god, I got one more. 40 seconds left. Well, that's the same. Oh god, this with a German accent? Oh god. Tibet. I don't think I know how to pronounce either of these languages in English. So these languages are the hardest languages? Interesting. I know Chinese is a hard language. Well, Chinese is a hard language to, like, speak. For one, because there's a lot of fucking kanji. What's it called, kanji? Like just the learning all the kanji is like extremely difficult, and also Chinese is based heavily on oh my god, the 5 minutes are over. Oh thank god the 5 minutes are over. Because Chinese is also like very dependent on like pronunciation. So like the way you pronounce a certain word can like change its entire meaning. That is, so it's a tough one. Vous parlez français aussi, je vois? Oui. I have suffered through 9 years of French classes. And although I'm a little rusty, it's been a while since I've talked, since I've spoken, or you know, engaged with the French language. Mais je peux parler la langue un peu. Je suis un peu rouillé, mais I do want to kind of get back into like you know, like getting back into French a little bit, because I don't want to forget the language, because you know, it is, I've done it for like 9 years, so I might as well make sure not to forget it. Mon français est tellement pourri, mais je l'adore comme langue. I forgot what pourri means. You know, it is an interesting language, although partially insufferable as well. Okay, Brushel. What do you say about Brushel? Well, let's see. After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Bisham sat there watching his desk drawer for something. Searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer. Oh, the stamp. The so-called postage stamp, and quote. Rotten. Oh, Puri means Puri means rotten. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that he used it that night. That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? Tibetan's alphabet and keyboard order. What in the actual... It's also very small on my screen, but that is... Oh dear. That is a lot of symbols that from afar look very similar. I could have just said bad, but I try to be fancy and flex my vocab when I can. Hey, you know what? As you should. As you should. I speak English, German, Croatian. Understand basic Japanese and a bit Italian and want to learn French properly. I mean, I can talk German, obviously. I'm a native. English, obviously. French, as I've just mentioned. I did take like 6 or 7 years of Latin. But fuck if I remember anything about that language. I understand some basic Japanese, mostly what I've like, you know, gathered from stuff like anime and stuff. The very, very basics. And that's about it. I've wanted to learn Turkish for a while, or at one point, because I'm also half Turkish. And a big chunk of my family on my father's side is Turkish, and some of them speak only Turkish. So I've always been kind of interested in that language too, but I've never gotten around to actually learning it. Yeah, Latin is useful for like medicine and older, yeah. Like medicine is Latin is useful in certain fields. But yeah, I just took it because I don't know, like it was a decently easy class, so I was like, you know what, sure. I speak English, Polish, Bulgarian, can kind of speak Russian and French. I can understand Ukrainian. Ooh, nice. So like a lot of the like Eastern European area. Nice, nice, nice. Thinking of learning Russian for no reason? Hey, go for it. Go for it. I don't know a lick of Russian, but I know I know a handful of people who speak it. One of my friends speaks Russian. Yes. With Polish and Bulgarian, I can probably understand 60% of any Slavic language. Yeah, there are some languages like that. There are some languages where, like, if you know one, you can kind of work you can kind of work with like similar ones. I think it's the same with like Spanish and Italian. I think those two languages are also very similar. So if you know one, you can kind of make your way through with the other as well, even if you've never actually learned it. And French too, kind of, though the difference is a bit stronger. But if you know French, I think if you know French, you'll have a bit of an easier time understanding like Spanish or Italian, Spanish and Italian. I don't know. I'm the only South Middle Asian in the stream then. Interesting. Hey, we got a lot of diversity here. Okay, let me see here real quick. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna step from the frame. Okay, hold on, I need to... The sun is shining like right in my eyes. Okay. Oh, it was a coincidence. Okay. Sorry, I'll stop the... No, it's fine. Hey, in the end, it's on me for engaging. So, and I don't mind that. I don't mind. It's fine. It's fine. If I didn't wanna talk, you know, I wouldn't. I would just focus on the game. But I don't mind stopping every now and then. All right, excuse me. I was called upon. Oh, we do have another South Middle Asian. Also, Apple, welcome in. Hi, hello. How you doing? My parents were, is it Bengali? Not fully sure. But, Erhan, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. All right, continue. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use... Wait, how would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Welcome in, Legma. That is... I hate that name. Hope you're doing well today. Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. Alright, so next on the agenda is okay. Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. Ooh. He's right, though. Bengali? Oh, that was a question. How could anyone have known Mr. Mission would use that stamp that night? Okay, they're not gonna address it anymore, so I'm gonna... screenshot this. Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff... Clavier? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Oh, yes! Clavier. Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph. Oh my god! Ah, that's my boy! What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin? Clavier does mean, it means piano in German. Air forehead. What was your accusation again? Wait, I thought Christoph was Clavier. No, this is Clavier. Christoph is the older brother. Clavier's a spin on Clavi. Is that another? Wait, what do you mean Clavier's a spin on Clavier? Wait, what? Now I'm confused. What was your accusation again? Uh-huh. This poison stamp killed Drew Misham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp. That's right. Which is why it couldn't have been planned. Oh, that's what you mean. Clavier? The German word Clavier is actually spelled the exact same name as Clavier's name. Clavier hard smash? You know what? I don't agree, but based. Like, aesthetically, character-wise, yes, smash. Is putting milk before cereal a war crime? I don't eat cereal, so honestly, if I ate cereal, I would eat it without the milk, so... Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Oh no, it doesn't. As long as he has this, it doesn't matter when he sends it, as long as, or it doesn't matter when he uses it, as long as he uses it at some point. Ace 27 spoiler, the judge dies of a heart attack mid-court battle. Unless... One second. Oh, I think I missed my grandparents telling me goodbye. Whoops. Unless a theory I've brought up last stream, I am suspecting that the judge is in fact not human at all. That he is in fact a robot or an android. created to rule over this court, in which case he would not have a heart to be stopped. This is the most badass point Clavier ever pointed out. It is good. It is good. And I love, like, you can clearly see how much Clavier is, like, struggling to face off, well, against, or to just confront his brother. You can clearly see how much he's, like, struggling, but still, he's trying to push through it. And that is honestly, like, respect. Like, he is doing his best. This, out of everyone, this has to be, like, the hardest on him. Drago, welcome in! Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, no, like, he looked up to Kristoff. He looked up to him, but it's interesting how, like... And I wonder whether this is just... This is the kind of stuff This is the kind of stuff I'm also gonna get into in the, like, post... stream on Saturday when I just talk about this game. But it's also interesting how I wonder whether, because Kristoff has definitely been like bashing on Clavier a lot this trial, like as long as he was on the witness stand, like calling Clavier useless, pointing out how like, oh, like, you know, just like belittling him left and right, in his own, like, being very condescending. And I wonder whether that's just because he's on the witness stand now and he knows, like, Clavier was the one who let this happen, or whether this was just normal for them. Whether Kristoff has always been this strict and you know, kind of like passive aggressive towards Clavier, or well, not passive, but you know what I mean. It's interesting. Clavier got the big bro complex. I mean, hey, listen, you know. Oh, also, yes, Apple. Clavier is mega, well, he's mega bi. Clavier is I wouldn't say he's gay, but like there's some fruit in there. There's some fruity going on with that man. Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Mission died by that stamp. That's all. Coincidence? Kristoff, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier? I could ask you the same question, Kristoff. I could just screenshot this whole conversation, but like, damn. Okay, wait, let me see what he says next. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Very well, I shall take his claim head on then. Justice? What? I think they mean European gay, which is more bi to you outsider. Hey, as a European, we know... As a European, we know the difference. Well, most of us. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, this. I don't know if... Did I screenshot this? I don't remember, but I'm gonna do it again anyway. Okay. Most of us know. You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then allow me to ask you. What possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Apollo, motive! He's talking about a motive! Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. Ooh, I love that Apollo, like, came to that conclusion. Kristoff's stronger than me. I'll just whatever you say, baby girl, the fuck out of Clavier. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. I'd say it's about this vital. Oh, come on, dude. That's pretty vital. Well, Mr. Justice? I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence. And let's see what you have for us. What reason did Kristoff Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Bishop? I wonder how many of these character choices were made by the localization team, like in the Japanese original. Is Clavier also German? I don't think he is. I don't think he's German in the original. Francisca was originally American in the Japanese release and it was changed to German. It might have been similar with Clavier, honestly. From a psychology standpoint, learn what Kristoff does. Loop in a loop without telling straight lies, but relying on truthful words to carry the story. Oh yeah, like psychologically, Kristoff is like, there is so much to like take apart about Kristoff's words, and like the way, like his speech patterns. It's very interesting. Now, what reason did he have for wanting to murder Drew Bishop? That is a question that I will answer in after a short break, because I need to feed my dogs, which might take a good like 10 to 15-ish minutes. Because after that I also have to let them outside, and unfortunately I have to be with them while they are. So, minor cliffhanger, but I will be back in like 15-ish minutes, and then we're gonna continue. So I'll try to hurry. All right, and we are back. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I used to be able to just let my dogs outside into our garden, our backyard, and leave the door open after, after they ate, and they could just lie outside with the door open on warmer days like these. But unfortunately, that is not an option anymore. So now I have to like stand by them whenever I let them outside, just in case, because there have been a couple incidents recently that have made it not safe for our dogs to be out even in our own backyard, unfortunately. So gotta be extra careful there. But anyway, I am back now. I have returned. The dogs are fed. And we can continue. What have you guys been talking about? Lots of stuff that I have quite a few opinions on, but I will save those for another stream. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we are back. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? Okay, let me rethink myself. What reason did he have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? What reason? Whoops. Can I not? Okay, there we go. What do we have here? Oh, we have the page. Oh, we have the page. Do we... I feel like this is the one. Yeah. I feel like we can just connect him right to this thing. Right? Yep. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place. We were just discussing Ace Attorney games while you were gone. Nice, nice, nice. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Grammar said, wow, you know what? Good on you for remembering that. That was 7 years ago. Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven. The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? Honey? 3? And why would they? 2? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? This is the first page. And this is the second. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery, to keep them from talking. But he made a mistake. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. Do we go back to us? Nope. Hair forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright. Oh, you poor man. Literally a day before the trial, the defendant changed attorneys. It's insane that they're accusing Phoenix of this when he was a last-minute substitute attorney. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could make the point that, like, because, like, he had so little time, he was, like, trying to, you know, assure that things would go over well or something. I don't know. I'm if you know what I mean. I'm struggling to find the right words right now. But yeah, I've seen people talk about how, or I've seen many people complain about the circumstances of Phoenix's disbarment, or like, it definitely was like, it seemed very rushed, and like Phoenix wasn't even given a chance to explain himself. But I think I do agree that, I do agree partially, but I think it's also worth noting that, like, in this world, especially, you know, they also brought up comparisons with, you know, the prosecutors who have in the past been rumored to have forged evidence, or, you know, have been shady in various ways. But I think people also need to remember that, like, in this world, everything, and I mean everything, is very skewed in the prosecution's favor. Like, the prosecutors have got it pretty easy in comparison. In comparison to like defense attorneys, prosecutors, they just get everything handed to them basically. And you know, it is a guilty until proven innocent kind of court. So in that way, I don't think it's too big of a stretch that they just like piled it all on Phoenix right away without giving it too much thought, considering that like everything is like heavily in the prosecution's favor. Plus, this was like the only case so far. We've had prosecutors in the past who have been like very shady, and you know, we've had fucking Manfred von Karma, we've had Edgeworth, who has been accused of forging evidence and stuff, but like we've never had a case where it was like that out in the open, where we've had someone come forth and be like, I forged this, like this, like in court, be like, this is not real. So it still is like a little bit different. So I think it wasn't on the one hand, I get why people find it a little bit silly, the way that Phoenix's disbarment happened. But on the other, given the setting of this world, I think it does make sense. I think it does make sense. But that implies that the forgery was done in a day. I guess Vera Mission was very fast. I mean, yeah. That's like the one point where I'd be like, I don't know. A little wonky, but you know, all in all, I don't think it's as big of a like stretch, or you know, as outrageous as some people seem to think. Maybe I'm also just like trying too hard to like look for reasons and explanations where there may be none. I know I tend to do that, like, but I don't think that's a bad thing, you know, trying to find explanations, or to like fill potential plot holes. I feel like that's kind of part of the fun. And you know, if something can be explained that way, then why not? Why not let it be like that? Wouldn't Christoph have already made the forged evidence beforehand? That's yeah, that's yeah, but it's I mean, you could also make the argument that like it was the previous attorney who had already forged it. So that's another option. Maybe the previous attorney was Christoph, you know? Maybe the previous attorney was Christoph, and, you know, when Phoenix received all his information about the case, he basically just, like, handed that forged page over. So that could also be an option. Sorry, tangent, I'll save it for the discussion. All good, all good. Part of the fun. Part of the fun, to just stop and yap every now and then. Anyway, Clavier, I think there's still some denial left there. Sorry, but that's not how this is gonna go down. Oh? Then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case. When I found this, 7 years ago, just before the trial began— oh wait, they're actually— okay, oh wait, maybe I was actually right about that. Just before the trial began. Oh, old boy! Here. What's this? I don't know, I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blues. Oh yeah. Yeah, he got it like at the end. Yeah, right. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your oh yeah. Oh yeah. What if the previous— and that's how Shady knew Christoph! Was Christoph just his— if Christoph was his previous attorney, that's how he would have known him. Oh! Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Now here's a question. Just who was Shady and Nigmar's previous defense attorney? I am a genius! Well, it was kind of obvious, but also— yeah. No, this can't all be. But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Yikes. What is the meaning of this? Witness, I mean, defendant, I'm a former lawyer. Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin. And impossible to prove if you can't. Huh? Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield— wait. Objection! That's my boy! Hey, forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy. Evidence. Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier? Just prove it. Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm screenshotting this whole thing. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. You must have thought of some evidence, Apollo. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness... I have to pull that darkness out of him and prove it's the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham? Oh, this is good. This is good! God. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. I can imagine. Like, he's been going through hell and back throughout this entire game, basically. And I feel like up till now, I feel like, God, I wish we could have seen his reaction to when Kristoff first got arrested. I wish we could have seen it. I feel like up till this point, he was still trying to somehow, like, how would you call that? Not justify, but I think up until this point, Klavier was still in denial about what Kristoff did. Like, in reality, of course, he knew that Kristoff was behind bars for murder, but he didn't want to fully acknowledge it, I feel like. Even if he knew the facts, actually accepting it is another matter. God. Rationalize it. I think that's the word, yeah. It's... This man has been going through so much. So much. Oh, man. And, like, he's desperate. He is so desperate. Like, he is truly and utterly conflicted. And this statement right, what he says right here is like, either Apollo manages to prove this, like, to settle this once and for all, or he's off the case. It's a very kind of childish remark on his part, but it also makes sense because, as we know, as we've seen in case 3, and that's why I really like that case. As we've seen in case 3, Klavier is way more emotional and impulsive than he lets on in court. And we've seen that unfold in case 3, partially, and throughout the course of this whole trial. It's so interesting. And also sad. Also really sad. Man. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this on Saturday. I'm gonna have fun with this. Ah! Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Kristoff Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it. It can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Are you telling the truth? Apologize. He calls us by name! Ah! I am. Then, I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty. Oh my god. Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his clip. I know where you're going. I know where you're going, so I'm going to save right now. I know what you're doing. Should the penalty not match his passion? I knew it. I knew it. I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Wait, did I screenshot? Actually, wait. I need to... I think I didn't screenshot him saying, Okay, there we go. Well, Mr. Justice? Fine, Your Honor. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Kristoff Gavin to Drew Misham. And I have something that clearly does the job. Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Misham. How the fuck is the accused increasing the penalty? Yeah, gameplay purposes. Yeah, no, it's... I think maybe it's just like the fact that Kristoff, he may be the accused, but he's still like very much intimidating. So even the judge is like, oh, okay, I guess. Show us the link between our witness and Bruce. Now we letter from Misham. This was, yeah. Pretty sure it's the yellow, yep. This evidence proves there's a link. That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hmm? Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Phoenix? Phoenix? Phoenix, what have you done? Mr. Wright's handwriting. What is the meaning of this? Ah, I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? Did he just... No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Hold on. No. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting is terrible. No, it can't be. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter. Reproduction? Okay. Okay. When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What? Oh, that is a face. Oh, that is a face. Either way, he acquired evidence illegally, but still, this is the worst way to present it. Let's see where this goes. He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin. Javier. Prosecutor Gavin. As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Hold on, let him cook. Not you, but Javier. Your Honor, your decision, please. The defense's claim is denied. What? Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record. Hold. Better luck next time, Justice. Can they just ask the prison to verify that he received this letter? They could, but how would... I think they could. But how? Oh wait, no. They said they read the letters, right? I mean, I guess. I guess they could, but would they? I mean, they said they read through the mail that comes through, but would they take note of it in any way? You know, would they do they just read it and go, okay, that's fine, and pass it on? Or do they actually record what exactly is in the letter before they give it? You know, they move it along. I think that's no, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. I guess it would depend on whether they just read it to check, or whether they actually write down somewhere what exactly the letter says. I think that's the thing we don't really know here in this case. Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence. Javier! I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well, this ends the special witness's cross-examination. Unless... Objection! I think I cut out. Ah! I think I cut out. Ah! 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 Oh, man. I love this man. I feel like over the course of this entire game, this playthrough has made me love Clavier so much more. So much more. I loved him before this, but now, God, Clavier might actually be my favorite prosecutor. So far, he might actually be my favorite prosecutor. God. They don't need to know what it says, just that he received it. It has a very identifiable commemorative stamp on it. Yeah. True, they could, like, if they saw the letter, even if they weren't, like, assume they weren't able to, like, confirm what was written on it. But then again, they could also just go, like, the stamp would be identifiable, but I don't think it's the only one of its kind, you know? So that it would be a very, like, small, like, slim possibility, but I feel like they might still be able to argue that it might be the same type of sticker, the same type of stamp, but who says that that is the poisoned one, you know? So I guess that would still be an option. Yeah. Like, it's a small window, but still one that I feel Kristoff would take advantage of. That guitar solo at the end of his of the song loops. That loops at the end of the song is technically impressive. Yeah, no, like that is a that is an impressive fucking part. Like I can't even imagine trying to play that. Ah, okay. Our boy, saving it. The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin. Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. Yeah, this is fucking impressive. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Kristoff? Ooh! Wait, wrong one. Ooh! Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours? Oh! Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you. Ah! You amuse me, our forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me even if I tried. Number 2. Nope. That's... okay. Oh, I'm getting so much material here. I love that Apollo thinks Clavier needs a pep talk here, and Clavier's like, nah, I got this. Yeah, but like, I still like it because like it shows that Apollo is like he cares. He wants not just to find the truth, but also to just help Clavier. It's God, I love this. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago, Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, he did all this because, like, he genuinely thought that all this was on Phoenix, I think. At least back then. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. Yeah, he knew. And the next moment, you call and drew Misham. It was almost as if... Almost as if what? Yep. Funny. Didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. And Clavier even said, like, he'd received a tip-off that there was going to be forged evidence. Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew because you told me, Kristoff. Oh! It was the night before the trial. Clavier. Kristoff, odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Oh hey, I forgot this. I don't remember this, right? Ah, I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who'll be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. This is interesting. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call in a special witness. Then... I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoff know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Kristoff, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case. The victim's belongings? Oh. Okay, first, before I forget. One at a time, 100% much. Damn. Which would have included Magnafy's diary, wouldn't it? Oh. Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Achieve what he came here to do. Apollo? I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramarye. One card. In the meantime, I'm gonna take a sip of my water. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. Oh. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. Huh. I think there was... Da-da-da-da. Another screenshot of this. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion. I mean, he knew something was fishy about you, that's for sure. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching him. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. Yeah, and I mean, like, if you play against Christoph and you play against, like, Phoenix, I would assume, like, the difference is night and day. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix, right? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse of a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Jesus! Wow! Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is... These two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. You are so petty. I mean, this is like where... I feel like this is where it really starts to show, but... This man was salty that Zach replaced him for Phoenix and was like, you know what? Fuck you. I do not accept this. This is like... This is an extreme level of just pure and utter pettiness. This is so completely and utterly pathetic, and I love it. I love it. This is the type of villain that I like. The ones that, no matter how they appear at their core, are just so pathetic. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence so you could win. Legit a repeat of Von Karma killing Gregory Edgeworth over a penalty and then framing Edgeworth 15 years later? Kind of. Yeah, it's definitely like there's similarities. Yeah. Kill 2 people over a poker game? Yeah, or kill 2 people, tried to kill 1 more, and made 1 lose his job. Yeah, it's... Whoo! But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Phoenix. Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. I believe that. I definitely believe that. Let me... Bam. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled when the defendant vanished. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation tarnished. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved in the case for 7 years. And that's why Russell said, yep. Mm-hmm. Wait just a minute. Zach Grammer was seen by this reporter? How is that even possible? Was he alive after being gone for 7 years? Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramery, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father. Seer Blacks, welcome in. How you doing? I love perceiving in this game. I know I haven't played this yet, but I will on the PS5. Nice. I love I love almost everything about this game. The perceiving mechanic is honestly really cool, in my opinion. What's rockin', Paulo? Go get him! Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. It has no place in the trial. I think the point of perceiving is basically the main point of it is basically just to, like, whenever Apollo like perceives someone's like habit, or you know, a witness is on the stand and he like notices something of, it's a good way to get more testimony out of them. Like, it's basically, it's not a lie detector. It's a tension detector, I suppose. Like, if Apollo sees or notices that the witness is either being dishonest or they're like particularly nervous at a certain part of their testimony, he can squeeze that out, and he can dig into it a little more and get more statements out of them. I don't know how to think about Apollo's and Athena's mechanics. The Magatama was added to make the investigations more interesting while not changing the trials. Yeah, like in Apollo's case, it's just kind of like a way to get the witnesses to talk more, basically, and that in return will help him eventually, you know, find out the truth. Because the more, if someone's lying, the more you make them talk, the more lies or the more secrets they'll have to come up with, and eventually they're gonna slip up. Apollo's and Athena's mechanics make the trials more complicated while not contributing to the investigations. Yeah, they don't do much for the investigations, or, well, anything really. Yeah, but in court, it makes sense in my eyes, at least. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Gramery. What is it, Apollo? She is... Oh, okay, she's not... Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Sweetheart. Did she already know? Either she already knew, or she already had an idea, or she is like heavily acting. You're good, Halu. You're good. Again, stopping to think and talk about these things is part of the fun. It's part of the fun. I do agree that like the perception thing could have been utilized more for the actual investigations, but for the trial it makes sense. For the trial, it definitely makes sense to have them, because it's a way to request further testimony. Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician, Magnifi Gramery's death started it. Magnifi Gramery's death and his student, Zach Gramery, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew Misham? Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atroquinine, applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp, I see. He is not saying a word. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. Ah! That nail polish was her good luck charm. Mm-hmm. Vodachka! Welcome in! Hope you're doing well today! It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous, and the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously. I cannot read. Yes? If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the atroquinine that took Drew Misham's life. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive? Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected of in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now. You little bastard. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here. No, but you were doing so well, Apollo. As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her? Oh, that is foul! Oh, that is foul! It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. Oh, you bitch! you, fucker! Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. For the sake of it. This is still, like, it's very, like, Kristoff is definitely, like, he is grasping. He is grasping, but I like that even now he tries to, like, put this, to like, twist it around and just put the blame on Apollo. Even if it's not, like, even if it's bullshit, it's still, like, an unsettling statement. Yeah, like, of course, like, it's definitely, like, yeah, like, I didn't kill them, the gun killed them, or the weapon killed them, but, Your Honor, Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Kristoff, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. What? Does Kristoff know about today's trial? Does he know? Does he not know? He doesn't know. Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. That's right. I'd totally forgotten. Your Honor, let's dismiss the fact that I put a grenade in the food. It was the waiter who brought the food to the victim. Oh, man. The jurist system. Jurists, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Jesus Christ, my guy. Let me screenshot that, wow. Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. Oh, he's breaking. Ooh! Oh, he is breaking! Nonsense. There is only room for two in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say! Well, that sure didn't go over well with the jury, I'd say. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen, ooh yeah, rub it in, Apollo, do it, was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. 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 Oh, I love it! He is a broken man. Once again, I love me a villain who is just, no matter how collected they may appear on the outside, who at their core is just completely and utterly pathetic. Look at that man. That is a broken man. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You let ignorant swine soil your courts. Oh, that's bright. Christoph, it's over. Clavier. The law is absolute? You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradiction. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem polished to a gleam through trials and errors. It is this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing. Nurturing it is our task as human beings. Except for you, Christoph. You aren't changing. You've stopped. Ooh! Oh, I love that! You're not... Oh! You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday I'll know what law is. Don't worry. Phoenix has been a lawyer for 3 years. And even in year 3, he still didn't know shit about what law was. So you've got another 2 years at least to figure it out before Phoenix. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. I have the opposite taste in villains. I find this kind of thing completely ruins them in my eyes. Interesting, interesting. No, I love, like, some of my favorite characters in other series are, I mean, I don't know if anyone here knows Nanbaka, but Elf from Nanbaka is one of my favorite characters of that series, and Chi-Rong from Heaven and Official's Blessing. Like, I love characters that are just like very like insane in the petty, immature, and then just like really pathetic way. I love it. They're so fun. I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father, the painter Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision, jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. Jurists' chambers. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Number 6 mention? Please wait. Yes, jurist number 6? There's something in the jurist's handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of this case. With the development of the case. I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely. Judge well. Well. I'm tempted to press guilty just to see what happens, but I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. Vera Misham. Not guilty. Do I... Wait. Oh, confirm. Whoops. If you choose guilty, you get an achievement? Fuck, I should have saved! And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jurist system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. Bracelet? Yeah. It's pretty obvious who she is by now. A laugh louder than any ever heard before. Or since. He's a narcissist, he killed them because they hurt his ego slightly. Peak writing, what a fascinating insight. I mean, personally, I think it kind of is. Like, at its core, it is a rather simple motivation. But sometimes that's how it is. Like, something so simple taken to the extreme. I do think it is interesting. Like, of course, at its core, you could, like, say, at the core, Christoph's whole deal was pretty much just, like, he could not stand being seen as lesser than Phoenix, basically. Or being, you know, rejected, quote, by, Zack and Phoenix. That was what it boils down to. But the fact his own mind took this to the extreme, to the point where he was ready to ruin a man's life. He was ready to ruin Phoenix's life, kill Drew Misham, kill his daughter, and kill Zack, like, kill multiple people and ruin one's entire career. It's a simple motivation, but still a very twisted one, and I like that. I don't think it has to be. I don't think a character needs, like, a very complex or complicated story to be written well. You can give someone the simplest motivation, the simplest ambitions, but as long as you present it well, I think that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with simplicity. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. I'm not criticizing him for being simple. I'm criticizing it for being ridiculous. The humiliation he suffered is so absurdly minor. He must have suffered worse in his life. Yes. And that is, I think, like, that kind of supports it for me, because it is, like, to any average person, this was nothing. It's like, oh, okay, bummer. He got taken off the case. Okay, cool. But from what we've seen of Christoph, Christoph was a man that was, like, very he was a control freak, to, like, put it simply. Kristoff, from start to finish, was a control freak. And this is something that I'll definitely go more into on Saturday. But Kristoff, at his core, was a control freak, and whether or not he suffered worse in like throughout the course of his life, as a defense attorney, this may very well have been like his first real like what he considers to be not failure, but like moment of I don't know how to describe it. If you know, I don't know how to describe it. You don't need to make villains realistic. You have the freedom to make them interesting. I mean, but then again, like, what's wrong with making them realistic? You know, like this can go either way. Like, of course, like I don't mind characters who have like, you know, who are a little more like creative, I suppose. But there's also something to be said about like characters that are just so like so there's a certain charm in characters that are portrayed more realistically too. Like it all depends. For me, it depends. I don't really care too much whether a character's story is like very complex or not. I only care whether whatever they were going for is done well. And in Kristoff's case, for what he was set up to be, I think they did it well. For what he was supposed to be. Whether you like the general concept of his character is another matter. That's just a matter of taste, you know, and that's totally fine. But for what they were going for, Kristoff is a well-written character, in my eyes. At least. Personally, I think so. If you don't like the core concept of it, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. To each their own. Personally, I like it. I like it because I find it interesting. The idea of such a simple and seemingly minor thing. Nova, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. And how you doing? Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, as I've said, I personally find it interesting to see how something so simple, how something so seemingly like insignificant to the average person can send someone down this whole spiral, this whole path. Kristoff, is he going to start singing boy band style? Oh man, but yeah, that's something I'll talk more about in on Saturday's stream. If you enjoy characterization, you're in luck. There's already Ron Karma from Phoenix Wright. They already wrote this character. Kind of, but I do think there's like a slight difference. I'll definitely this is retreading old ground. That's my second complaint. I get it. I feel like this is something that I would have to think a bit more in my own time. To really compare the two. There's definitely similarities. Like even now, of course, they are similar in a way. Right now, I wouldn't call them like the same. But that's something I would want to like think about more in my own time. You know, take my time really like going into. And I'll happily I'll after stream I'll write this down and we'll get into it on Saturday's stream because this is an interesting topic. It definitely is an interesting topic. You're all good, Hallow. You're all good. It's I like these types of discussions, you know? I like these types of discussions. I like being able to just like hear people's thoughts on these kinds of things as long as they're presented in a respectful manner, you know? It definitely is fun. That's what I enjoy. That's what I enjoy most about these things. Is hearing people's opinions and how like what they think and why they think the way they do. It's definitely something that I'll take some more time for myself to go through, and I'll write down some points to talk about on Saturday's stream because there's a lot. There definitely is a lot. Oh, okay. But now let's continue and let's finish this. We're back in the. Don't show the. Okay, good. Vera, I'm so glad I. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera, hey, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. Oh, oh, she's so cute. Thank you so much. There is someone at the door. Hold on. 1 second. I'll be right. All right, I'm back. Just had to go get a package. Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you. God, she's so cute. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. Oh. Also, I like this because, I question whether Apollo would have come to this conclusion or would have brought this point up if Kristoff hadn't mentioned it. I feel like if Kristoff hadn't tried to pin the blame, to like guilt trip Apollo, he might not even have thought of this. That's just a nice little thing. Well, nice. Quote. Looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Oh, that's cute. Oh, look, it's me. I love it, thanks. Ah! Is that me? Yeah, I think that remark there would not have popped into Apollo's head if it hadn't been for Kristoff, like, directly targeting him. She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me. Do you know what the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy! Except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. Apologize. I missed most of the stream. Was Kristoff the butler? Kristoff was the big bad. Kristoff was the big bad who set everything up and is now rotting in jail. but he was not a butler. He was a lawyer and is now not a lawyer anymore. I'm sure I'd be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Oh. It must always be the butler. Butler equals big bad. You know what? Also a fair point. I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away. He did? We may not meet again for some time, Trucy, but know this, I will be watching. And one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay. Phoenix is my new daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. Trucy's too happy. She's too happy. I don't, generally, I don't believe it. I do not believe a single thing. I do not believe that smile. I don't trust it. Oh, and I've got you too. Even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Actually, now that I've said that, let me... Okay. Do you know FNAF? I do know FNAF, yes. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder, maybe it's a new mommy. Oh, Trucy? Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted. Yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Hey! Objection! Not loud enough. And I like them as magic underwear better anyway. That's magic panties, Apollo. Oh. Yeah, Vera is a huge fan of the magicians. So, your memory's returned. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamy Rar. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That was a sentence that I said. That's why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know that I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This, too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you gonna tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too! Ah! Is her name Lamy Rar, the mirror? Pretty sure that is what they were going for, yeah. Did you know that because of Fortnite, it was theoretically possible for Marvin Grossberg to be the lawyer taking care of the missing children incident? What was that sentence, Drago? Did you know that because of the Fortnite, maybe it wasn't a typo, it was theoretically possible for Marvin Grossberg to be the lawyer taking care of the missing children incident? What? A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her at least, because I'm the only one. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Do you want me to explain? Please do. I am very confused. Your bracelet. Yes. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. Oh god. Apollo jump scare. I remember meeting him half a year ago in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine. And I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. I know that Capcom had their fighting characters in Fortnite, but it wasn't FNAF explicitly not interested in being in Fortnite? I have no clue. Such a small thing, that bullet. Yet it tore who I was away. "10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Vera Misham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. Oh god, I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Hope? Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of Steel, here comes justice. And that is it! Oh, we got the little scenes. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Haha. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Cramery. Trissie's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. First to Cramery, frankly, I've got my doubts, but half Cramery, now that'll pack him in. I'll read that after we're done with the credits. Oh, that's a cute way to do this. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Governors are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. I like this version of the OST. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted, I think I've got time on my hands. Maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam. Again. Fucker. Fucker! This is a bop. Emma! So I was standing around eating snackus the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet make them... what? Ding? Ah, the power of science. although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. Emma, please don't poison yourself with golden snackoos. I don't want to like go on any like tangent now because I'll be like interrupted every 5 seconds. Hey! In unlikely event you are wanting Russian fee, okay, the only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. But if greater challenge is being required... She's so pretty. Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. Olga is really pretty. You know? Just putting that out there. Emma, don't make Emma try it. Souls, welcome in. You came in at like right towards the end. Hey, little plum. So, Kitaki Pastries is getting back to its eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture time. This is our right route, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time! Oh, his eyes! And this is how we write people, alright? Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Oh, kids. Can we get Eldune? Do we get to see Eldune? Can we see Eldune? It was nice getting Kristoff again, especially the Kristoff breakdown was fucking amazing. Nice, man, you wanna make it today, you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker, for real. That... I know it don't look like no cracker, G. What, want me to call it the OG muffin? Eldune! I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one too. See? This time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend? Eldune's noodles is all about the salt. Salt forever! Does that mean we get to see Stickler again too? Hey! What's up, dude? My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me adoration. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Sticky Hands. And here he goes. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Is he gonna start rambling? Wesley Sicko reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure. Oh, no ramblings. Okay. Also, Wes, I don't think that's a compliment. You know what? Take it in stride. Take it in stride. Sure. Oh, she's so pretty. I don't know how to thank you all for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. Oh, hey! Brushle, 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 brushle. Brushle, you're back on the beat with another interview! Eh? How do I feel about how things turned out? Why are you in Kristoff's cell? How do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. End quote! Why are you in Kristoff's cell? You want an interview with Kristoff? That's gotta be an interesting one. You know, I like Marshall's character. I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. I love her smile so much. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. Shu Takumi. Thank you for the bits.
Enjoy the bits. Good job.
Thank you for the bits. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Oh. Ah. Oh, that's cute. You've unlocked a special bonus in the music and background settings screen. Nice. Okay, wait, let me... And that is it, folks. Continue next. No, we're not gonna do that today. We are, however... I don't know if Shu Takumi wrote The Great Ace Attorney. I don't actually know. Okay, let's because I didn't get a I want to get a better look at this. Wait. Hold on. Options, credit. Wait, no. Game selection, museum. I was right. Wait, how do I get to how do I get to the museum? Oh, you can. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Interesting that you can stick that this. Anyway. Oh, interesting. How do I get to the museum? I think I'm dumb. Alright, so music. Yeah, no. I mean like the gallery. Gallery, I think. What's credits? Is that just Okay, yep. You switch tabs? Oh, yeah, there's 4 up there. I didn't see that. Can I spoil this? Yes, I know. Art library. I'm guessing is it by game? Yes, it is. Key visual illustrations, character designs, in-game illustrations, backgrounds, movies. Okay. Let's have a look at these real quick. Just, I'm assuming is... Listen, this is... I'm not gonna say anything. This is the episodes. Okay, that's all. Where is the, Wait, let me... IDY, illustrations, index, enlarge, options, set, music... Character designs. Oh. God, can you imagine Apollo in a black suit? Why does Apollo in a black suit look kind of weird? I feel like even the orange looks better. Or not, maybe not better, but you know, less weird. Oh, that's nice actually. Oh dear goodness. Are those all like the concept arts? Wow. Maybe it's the one at the game selection museum, maybe it's the one right at the bottom. Okay, 1 second. I do wanna... Ooh. Okay, those Trucy outfits, like those colors are actually really nice. Okay, with Trucy, I actually kind of dig the top 2. Can I move it? Oh yeah, okay. Move in. Can I move? Yes. Why is it inverted? Like these two, these upper 2, I actually like those. I think they're really cool. I don't know. I think black suits Trucy. Oh yeah, right. You can see what is it at the top. Oh, that's cute. Oh, they're cute, cute outfits. The outfit they settled on is a nice connection to her mother. Yeah, because blue was also what Thalassa was wearing. Okay, these are cute. This concept art is very cute. What's that? Is that a little like mouse or something at the bottom? Ooh, that one on the right. That one on the right there. You know, the shorts and top. That looks nice. There's Mr. Hat. More Mr. Hat. And more Mr. Hat. Mr. Hat with a whole ass suit. Phoenix. What is that? What is? Oh, you can't. It's wait. I'm blocking it. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Bro, can you imagine Kristoff looking like this? Like, right behind me? Can you imagine him looking like this? Jesus. Honestly, can't wait for us to get to the Ace Attorney Investigations concept art gallery. That'll be fire. That'll be good. I won't be streaming the investigations games, but I will take a look at them. We might do that in a like once the game is out. We might do that just in a stream. Even if I don't play the games on stream, we might take a look at the like gallery after all on the like wiki or something, just because. What in the actual Jesus? Okay. Actually, the bottom right one looks kind of good. Like the wavy hair, I kind of dig it. God, and there he is. There he is. Okay, I am glad they went with the purple because like I am glad they went with the purple because this the left one I mean it's better than nothing. Like it's decent. But like the right one is it's a look. It's a look, that's for sure. And I feel like the beanie doesn't really suit him. Oh yeah, is this what I oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I feel like this beanie thing would not have been it. Let's see here. Some of these concept arts are very interesting, to say the least. Honestly, I'm glad they went with what they did. Yeah, no, like that in the top, especially that in the top left. That's not even that's not even Clavier. That's a whole ass new person. Kind of like the one at the very right, the one up here, the like top right one. I like it, but it doesn't feel very Clavier. Like I like it for as character design, but it's not very Clavier in my opinion. What in the actual fuck are those? What in the actual fuck are those on the bottom left? Who is that? Oh dear. The top left looks fine actually. The top left doesn't look too bad. There you've got Emma. Ooh. Oh, baby. Okay, those... Okay. Those clothes? Hell yeah. Oh, I would have liked that. They ultimately lean far more into the musician aesthetic than the lawyer aesthetic. Yeah, true. I think Clavier could rock a suit. Oh, definitely. But maybe it'd make him look too similar to Kristoff. Yeah, I think that's really what they're going for. Another point I have to write down. That like... him having that like rock star attire is another point in which he's like polar opposites from Kristoff. You know, Kristoff is like the one that's perfectly put together and or like everything in order, while Clavier is more like wild and all over the place. God, I those Emma outfits. God, Emma is such a pretty fucking character. Like Emma Emma is so gorgeous. Like, goddamn. Oh, there's Mr. Man. I mean, it's all pretty similar. The upper ones, like his faces, like the upper face designs look a little. Some of them look a little funny, but all in all, they're pretty similar. It's mostly the mustaches or like the facial hair that they played around a bit with. Ooh, Olga Orly. Ooh, that's some interesting designs. Eldoon. Okay. Honestly, all of these look equally silly, I think. I think I would have been fine with any of these. Oh my goodness. Oh, those are some pretty dresses. Why is Miraculous just staring at me? Those are some that is a pretty outfit. Wow. I definitely prefer this one to her actual in-game one. Ooh, that is pretty. I like it. We got these three. We got Walkie. Just a little guy. Little Plum, who, all in all, just... We got Wesley Stickler. Whoa, they... They had the basis for him down. Like, they knew what they were going for, but I have to say that these are, wow. Ace Attorney character design goes insanely hard. They're really straddling the line between realism and fantasy. Almost JoJo's level of fashion. Yeah, it's definitely like I feel like Ace Attorney has this style where like you see an Ace Attorney character and like like you see them and like that character would fit into Ace Attorney. Oh, he's actually, oh, that's more Wesley Stickler. That in the middle is like totally, wow. Interesting. Oh, there's La Miroir. I like the right color scheme for her. Marquis. Oh yeah, little formal attire. I also kind of like. It's also really, really pretty. Or La Miroir style. Hey, Darian! Oh, no way, they actually plan to give him like a scar across. Ooh, actually that would have been kind of cool. Did they plan to make him just like shirtless? Was that an idea? Oh yeah, there were like a lot of different like outfit ideas here. Okay, but Darian like with the scars over his face would have been cool. That would also have been cool. There's Mr. Latouche and Drew Misham. They just played around with the hairstyles for Misham. There's Vera. Vera, all in all. Especially with these concept arts now, she does have like kind of a little like Red Riding Hood thing going on. Now that I like look at it, it's very cute. Genuinely think some of these designs might have been reused, like adapted for a different character in a later game. Yeah, no, I haven't mentioned it, but some of these designs did seem rather familiar to me. Without going into too much detail, but yeah, some of these designs definitely look a bit familiar. There's Brushel, who also could have looked like this, which, you know what, sure. I actually did hear, I did hear that apparently Brushel's character was supposed to be a caricature of Shu Takumi, which it's kind of funny. We've got Valant, good old Valant, a lot of Valant. I mean, they could have given them better hair. Interesting. Can I switch from here? No, I cannot. Morzak, Talassa, Magnifi, Winston Payne. Oh wow, they were really thinking about what hairstyle to give Payne. Wow, that's a lot of options here. Or whether to make him like gain some weight. Wow. Yeah, no, they did. They definitely had their fun thinking of Payne's designs. Why is Brussels shirtless in the first one? I don't know. He just is. Okay, move. Why does the judge look so intimidating? I don't want to look too much at the other one. But why does the judge look like so grim? Gumshoe! You've only been there. You've only been there for a few hours, but I love you, my guy. Love you, big fella. And Meekins. And we're back to Apollo. In-game illustrations is pretty much everything we know. Nothing new here. That's case 3. Yep, this is cute. He's immortal. Yeah, no, the judge is immortal, or at least like in some way not a normal human. Human. Oh man. What are accolades? I don't know what that is. Oh, is this just like achievement stuff? Orchestra Hall, I guess that's just music. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that is cute. I'll just do a lesson. Okay, that's... Okay, I'm gonna leave here. Okay, but anyway, that is it for today. We finished Apollo Justice. Let's fucking go. Okay, so here's the plan. It is Monday today, and technically I do have one more stream before I definitely want to make this post-game chatting stream a Saturday, because that's when, you know, the weekend is usually when most people are available. I don't want to do it on a random Wednesday. So we're gonna do that on Saturday. We're gonna have a stream where I just chat about the game. I'm gonna write some points down and give my opinions of the cases, the characters, the writing, everything I can think of. And we're gonna have a fun little yap session. Now, technically next week, we will be taking a little break from Ace Attorney and going back to P4, because what I do is right now what I've got going is I swap back between Persona 4 Golden and Ace Attorney a bit, where I play P4 for a week or two until I finish the game, and swap back and forth between a week or two of P4G and a case of Ace Attorney. What we're gonna do now is I will, and I usually like to separate this like by weeks, you know, like new week, new game, or new week, different game. However, because next week, from next Thursday to the following Monday in 2 weeks, I will be away. I will be visiting my girlfriend. And of course, there'll be no stream then. So what we're gonna do now is Wednesday, we are going to start or continue Persona 4. Saturday, we're gonna have that chatting stream, that Apollo Justice post-game finishing game chatting stream. And next week we're going back to P4. So it'll be Wednesday P4, Saturday chatting stream, and then starting next Monday, we're gonna do a week or two of Persona 4 before we start Dual Destinies. That is the plan. because I think I'm actually pretty close to finishing P4G, so I might not need too much longer to finish that game. So that's what we're gonna do. So Wednesday, roughly same time as today, will be Persona 4 Golden. We're gonna continue that game. At least I plan to do it on Wednesday. I will keep you updated on that on Twitter. I will announce when I go live, for sure. So if you wanna keep up with that, either !follow, or if you're on YouTube, my Twitter should be in the description. And I won't be I won't be just giving stream updates and stuff. I also just, you know, ramble about literally anything that comes to mind, that I feel about, that I feel like ranting about. So you know, shenanigans. So I will call this here for today. I'll be back on Wednesday with presumably Wednesday with at around the same time with Persona 4 Golden, and until Saturday I will be taking notes upon notes, so I have enough ammunition to talk about this game on Saturday. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy yourself. Stay safe, take care, do, you know, the self-care things. I will be going to get dinner because I have not eaten in a while and I'm hungry. So, that's all for me. Have a lovely rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you, and goodbye. And see you on Wednesday or Saturday, depending on whether or not you're interested in Persona 4.